Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Brahakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS the Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Shalom, shalom. And shalom to the 144,000 men out there, as well as the rest of the one-third of the men, women, and children, and scattered and speckled birds that were scattered all four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom. And there's the article right here, from the People's Voice. All right, and this is something that very well, if it were to happen, could spark, a major civil unrest. All right, here in Babylon the Great. Right. So pretty much this is an article. It pretty much gets into how the FBI are making claims, that a Iranian spy, is plotting Trump's assassination. All right, and pretty much, he's loose, and that this Iranian spy, that's trying to assassinate Trump is apparently, in Miami, where Donald Trump resides at. But me personally, I don't know, man. This could just all be set up. It sounds kind of suspect. That this so-called spy, this happens to be in Miami, where he resides at. But I did see a video, of a what you call those people, a whistleblower, on TikTok. And this was just I'd say about a couple of days ago, before this actually came out. And I'm not sure if he was part of, the FBI or, whatever, but he was a whistleblower, and he pretty much said that they were planning, on putting a stunt double, for Trump, all right, to be assassinated, in order to cause, great civil unrest and civil war, among the people, here in the United States. All right, here in Babylon the Great. All right. Apparently he said that, Trump, he's going to be, actually he's going to be safe. He's going to be in good hands, but they're going to put a stunt double, to take place of him, to pretty much fool the people, into thinking that, he has been assassinated. All right. And you get into I remember there was an episode on The Simpsons, when they actually did a what is it called, method of revelation, where they showed Donald Trump in the casket, where he passed and this and that, so yeah, man, this devil, matter of fact, man, this devil, man, he loves to plot. All right, he loves to make plans. So, matter of fact, let's get this. Let's get 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. It says, "Unless Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." You see, we're not ignorant of his plans. We're not ignorant, of what this devil, is plotting. All right. So let's get into this word advantage, just to see, what this word advantage means for edification purposes. All right. It says to have more or greater part or share, to be superior, excel, surpass, have an advantage over, to gain or take advantage of another, to outreach. All right. It says one eager to have more, what belongs to others, greedy of gain or covetous. So pretty much, it pretty much means, to have, to taking advantage of somebody is usually, something to do something for gain, to gain. All right. And what are these devils are what are they gaining from this? They're gaining order out of chaos, order out of chaos, the civil unrest, the cause, a bunch of turmoil, all right, here in Babylon the Great, which is prophecy, all right, it's prophecy, all right, and pretty much I've heard people saying if this were to happen to Trump, it's going to cause major riots, insurrections, sedition, all these things, are going to take place, if something were to happen to Trump, man, so, these devils, man, they're plotting, they have a plan, all right, and their plan is to cause, order out of chaos, man, to bring that chaos and to bring forth, civil wars, man, all right. So, I'm not going to get too much into this, this is just, an article that came out, but it says it appears the deep state are now initiating Plan B, and also known as plot to remove President Donald Trump from the November elections by any means necessary. And I believe there's another article that just came out, yesterday, and it says the Supreme Court puts Trump back on the ballot. You see, and so it's kind of it's kind of crazy, how the next day on the 5th, how they say, now they're plotting a Trump assassination. All right, so Esau Edom is up to something, man. All right, Esau Edom's up to something. All right, so we gotta watch, as well as pray. All right, we gotta watch as well as pray, and keep our eyes peeled back, and pay attention to what these devils has planned next, man, because sudden destruction could pop off at any moment. You see, sudden destruction could pop off at any moment, man. Matter of fact, let's get that. They should say peace and safety. What is it? Is it First Thessalonians or Second Thessalonians? They shall say peace and safety, and sudden destruction shall come upon them. Let's see. Thessalonians, is it First Thessalonians 5:3? Yeah, Second Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see? They shall not escape, man. All right? They shall say peace and safety. That's the mindset of these men and Babylonians here, here in Babylon the Great. All right? That peace and safety, mindset. And so, when this takes place, man, when this takes place, if it whether, it really does happen, or if it's set up, all right, or if they even fake, Trump's death, these people ain't gonna be ready for what's about to come. It's gonna be a lot of bloodshed, a lot of insurrection, violence taking place here in these streets of Babylon the Great, man. All right. But me personally, man, who knows, man, me personally, I feel like, this actually might be, a setup, man, to bring that order out of chaos, man. All right. This actually might be a setup. So, we got to keep our eyes peeled, man, and see, how this is, going to turn out. All right. We'll read a couple more. It says, according to the FBI, a Iranian intelligence officer is on the loose in the U.S. and is allegedly plotting the assassination of current and former U.S. government officials, including Trump, in the revenge operation motivated by the killing of former Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps commander Qasem Soleimani under the Trump administration in 2020. All right, because I believe in 2020, under Trump's presidency, Qasem Soleimani, I believe, Soleimani was killed in the airstrike. All right, and pretty much, they're saying that this guy here wants to take revenge on Trump. It says the FBI's field office in Miami shared public alert last week requesting information on 42-year-old Majid Dastaji Farahani, It says Majid Dastani Farhani, an Iranian intelligence officer, is wanted for questioning in connection with the recruitment of individuals for various operations in the United States, to include lethal targeting current and former United States government officials as revenge for killing the commander Qasim Soleimani. And then right here, like on Twitter X, they have some posts on Twitter X. It says, "Well, is that the start? We have an Iranian assassination on the loose. Wonder how he got into the country." And come on, man, And this is the ignorance of the people. The people don't. I mean, the borders are wide open, man. The borders are wide open. You see, you know. So these all these other nations and different heathens, man, they're able to come, through Babylon to Babylon the Great freely, man. All right, and by them doing that, that's just a way to, collapse the economy. All right, so they got Babylon the Great. Biden knows what he's doing. By letting in all these sleeper cells, and letting in all these what do you call the people, these different assassins, man, and this led through all these people, man. All right, because amongst these different people, man, of these different nations, man, you got these other soldiers, man, that they let through. All right, and eventually, these sleeper cells, and these assassins, and these many people, are going to be activated, eventually, when all hell breaks loose. All right, which, hey, if this happens to Trump, all hell will break loose, man. So we got to be prepared, pay attention to what's going to happen. All right, because if this does happen, all right, it's not going to be good. All right, it's not going to be good for 2/3 of the people out there, man, and the rest of these heathens, man. All right. Here's another one right here. It says the FBI in Miami has warned of an Iranian assassin that is wanted in connection to assassination targets against former and current public officials, such as those involved in the President Trump administration. Matter of fact, let's get to it real quick. It says, make no mistake, the goal is to eliminate Trump, who weakened and left the borders open, who has the capability to assassinate the president and then blame another country. The deep state is right on schedule. All right, so pretty much, man, they're plotting to take out Trump. All right, and Slovakia. Pretty much, yeah, man. They're plotting to take out Trump, man, and this could very well bring forth, civil war, man. Very well bring forth that civil war, man. So, let's get a few scriptures, man, just to prove that, man. All right, because we know that these MAGA people that support Trump, man, they don't play about Trump, man. All right, they're willing to die about Trump. They're willing to get violent about Trump. All right, so let's get a couple of scriptures, man, just to kind of back up, man. That civil war, is going to take place here in Babylon the Great. So let's get the book of Isaiah 19, and we'll start from 1. It says, "The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart," it says, "in the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst in the midst of it." Salakia, let me read that again. Isaiah 19 and 1. "The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh Bashimawashai rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. And the heart," meaning the mind, "of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." All right. So, these people are gonna, go crazy, lose their mind, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's go into let's see what this word "melt" means here. It says, let's go here to this word "melt." So the word is masos. All right. It's a Hebrew word, masos. H4548. It says to dissolve, to waste away, to melt, vanish, drop off, melt away, to faint, grow fearful. There you go, to grow fearful, wasted, worthless, to cause to melt. So pretty much the people are gonna grow fearful, man. All right, you know the people are gonna grow fearful, man. When these times happen, it says, "I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." You see, that's the times that we're coming in, man. It says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof." You see, and that's exactly what's happening right now, man. The spirit of Egypt, aka Babylon the Great. All right, this is spiritual Egypt right here. All right, aka Babylon the Great, man. You know, the spirit is failing, you know, tremendously, man. All right, you know, the people are losing belief, you know, or not, I'm not even gonna say belief, or are starting, you know, to people lost trust, you know, in the system of Babylon the Great. All right, you know, people no longer, believe in this government anymore, man. All right, because of you know the wickedness, you know, that these elites are doing, man. You know, pretty much, you know, how they're pretty much selling out, you know, the people of Babylon, man. It says, "And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits, to the wizard. And the Egyptians will I give over to them in the hand of a cruel Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the Lord of hosts." All right. So, you know, verse 2 is pretty much the point, though. You know, that civil war is definitely going to break out. All right. We could get that. Matter of fact, let's get that in the Good News translation. Let's get Isaiah 19, because it talks about that, you know, in the Good News translation. It literally says civil war, man. Slovakia. So let's get in the Good News translation. It says Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is coming to Egypt, riding swiftly on a cloud. The Egyptians' idols tremble before him, and the people of Egypt lose their courage. It said Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai says, "I will stir up civil war," you see, in Egypt, and turn brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor. Rival cities will fight against each other, and rival kings will struggle for power. You see, rival kings will struggle for power, man. You see, and that's what's coming. All right, you know, if this were to happen to Donald Trump, you know, the kings of this world, the kings of this earth, you know, they're gonna lose the power to control these people, man. All right. So, we go to the book of Mark, and the book of Mark tells you, you know, let's go to the book of Mark. Three 23. All right, it tells you right here in the book of Mark. It says 3 and 24. It says, "If a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand." You see, if a kingdom is divided in itself, that kingdom cannot stand. "And if a house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rises up against himself," you see, "and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath a end. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil the house." All right. Now let's get that in the NLT. Let's get that in the NLT. It says, "A kingdom divided by civil war," you see, will collapse. All right, and that's what's happening. All right, with Babylon the Great. All right, this place is collapsing, man. Eventually, this when the Civil War breaks out, you see, it's going to cause this place to collapse. You see, it says similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. You see, and if Satan is divided and fights against himself, how can he stand? He will never survive. Let me illustrate this further. Who is powerful enough to enter the house of a strong man like Satan and plunder his goods? You see? Only someone even stronger. Someone who could tie him up and then plunder in his house. You see? And that's Yahweh Shemau Shai, man. Yahweh Shemau Shai, the spirit of Yahweh Shemau Shai could overthrow this devil, man. All right? And we're coming to an end of Esau's kingdom, and he knows it. He knows it, man. All right? So I got one more. Let's get Second Esdras 15, and we'll get it in the Good News translation. And we'll start at 14. It says, the world and the people in it are doomed. You see? They're doomed. It says, the war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. You see? And it says, there will be great political turmoil. You see? Political turmoil. You see? That political turmoil, man, that's if that were to happen, you see the Donald Trump, if this were to be planned, Donald Trump, it will cause a political turmoil. Matter of fact, let's look up what political turmoil is. Search political turmoil. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's look at turmoil. A state of great disturbance, confusion, or uncertainty. You see? A state of great disturbance or confusion. You see? That's why the scripture says, sit in the dust, O Babylon, O daughter of ye Babylon. Matter of fact, let's get that after this. It says, there will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. You see? There will no longer be free access to cities. All right? Martial law. Before the struggle of the power will bring destruction. Before the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever the people live. You see? Where the people live. You see? And that's what a civil war is going to bring forth, man. All right? It's going to bring forth terror. It's going to bring forth destruction, confusion. All right? Because this is going to take place, man, if this were to happen to Donald Trump. All right? So, turmoil, man, disturbance, confusion. All right, let's get that. What is it? The book of Isaiah. What is it? Matter of fact, let me get that here. It says, sit in the dust, O Babylon. Because this place, man, is collapsing before your eyes, man. What is that? Isaiah 47:1. We'll get that. Isaiah 47:1. Let me get this. Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right. And that dust, represents confusion. You see, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. And the Chaldeans represent the Edomites. All right, Esau, Edom. It says, for thou no more shall be called tender and delicate. All right, because Babylon the Great has never been pretty much invaded before. All right, this place has never really been touched. It says, take the millstone and grindmill and uncover their locks. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. You see, and the shame, of Babylon the Great, the great whore is being seen right now, man, by these other nations. It says, I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh Shemau Shai of hosts, is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee the darkness, O daughter of Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. All right? Because this place is about to get dethroned, man. This place is about to be destroyed. All right? So, we're in those times, man. We're in those times where we're definitely in biblical prophecy times, man. And Esau Edom, man, is tell you, man, Esau Edom's in trouble right now, man. Let's see. Let's get a second Ezra with 6 and 9. Yeah, let's end off with this. It says Esau represents the end of this age, and Jacob represents the beginning of a new age. There you go. See? So there ain't gonna be no new world order for this devil, man. All right, that new world order is gonna be Yahweh Bashim Shai coming and conquering, all these many different nations, man, and setting, bringing forth that righteous kingdom and setting things in order how it's supposed to be set. All right, righteously. All right. So it says, so if Jacob's hand is the beginning and Esau's hand is the end, do not try to find space in between. You see? All right. So, I just kind of thought, I would blow the trumpet on that, man, because, this very well, could pop off and be something major, you see, and cause major turmoil, man, political turmoil here in Babylon the Great. All right. So, I just thought I'd bring that out, this assassination, plot, against Donald Trump, and like I said before, a day before, he's been put back on the ballot. So they're, doing everything they could to take, Trump off this ballot, man. So like I said before, man, this could definitely just be a setup. It could be a plot. They could put, they could put a stunt double. For Donald Trump. Who knows, man? This is spark, that Civil War, man. And we got that movie. I believe Civil War comes out this month, if I'm not mistaken. The movie Civil War, or it comes out in April. I'm not sure. But so right around the time that movie's coming out, this is taking place. All right. So, with that being said, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS the Great Millstone once again, who teach and who rule well. All right. And this is Brother Nabala. Until the next lesson, Shalom, Shalom.